Welcome everyone. Today we'll have a new Honkai Star Rail guide, and in today's guide it's quite exciting because I want to show you guys how to get legendary relics after level 30 with your account level, and this is doable for free to play. Now just to show you guys, it is doable to get lots of legendary 5-star relics after level 30. Notice over here, I've gotten 5 so far, and I'll be getting a lot more using this method. So I'll show you guys my level. I'm only level 33, but this method works right after level 30. So in this video, we'll look how to auto with free-to-play account after World 4, World 5, and how to auto clear those. We'll also have a look at how to auto farm World 6. So this video will be a continuous video from the previous video, which we talked about World 1 to World 3. Now we'll be talking about how to auto clear World 4 to World 6. So this one's definitely an upgrade. And in this video, I want to give you additional tips about the Curios combinations that I use to clear each of the world, and also how to become stronger. I'll share lots of tips with you guys, and we'll be going through each of the world bosses in more details of how to use a free-to-play team to auto the bosses, make it much easier for us to clear. And you can see each of the bosses into more details over here. Now, in order to make the video more detailed, I'll also provide you guys with my replay of my first clear of each of the boss, and also additional notes of how to auto farming for World 6 for more relics. So coming over to our notes, if you guys are wondering what is happening, definitely have a look at our previous video, which I talk about and also I showed on live stream, how to get legendary relics, 5-star relics after level 30 of your account level. This is definitely doable, and in this video, I'll also attach my build and also my characters, because they're very basic. I'll quickly show you guys over here. We don't actually have any 5-star light combs, and all my characters is at level 50. They're very basic, very standard, but you can do this with a certain method. Now, in case you guys are wondering how does it work after account level 30, is that you get to ascend your characters to level 50 and also get to ascend your weapons. So this is the case for my weapons. They're level 50, they're 3 stars. And here you get to see my characters, level 50, 3 stars. That's it. I only have, 4 characters that are level 50, only 2 5 stars, and nothing too special, right? Every other character is still level 40. So how does it work is, we start to get World 5, and upon unlocking World 5, they start to drop 5-star legendary relics. And we can also be clearing World 5 to World 6 to get additional set of legendary relics. And everything can be done after level 30, which is really good. Now again guys, this is about resource management and also energy management. So if you haven't seen our previous video, definitely come over and have a look. I'll have the links available for you guys, because I only spent about 200 energy before this, so to get some of my relics for World 3 to get some purple ones. But I saved a lot of my remembrance, which is the 40 stamina to get the relics. I saved all of them for World 5 and also World 6. So definitely come over to the previous video, which I'll talk about this in more details. Now, of course, the bigger focus of this video is to teach you guys how to auto free-to-play past those levels, right? So let's first have a look at some of the tips and some tricks that is additional to what is existing. If you have a look at this document, there are 50 pages, or not 50, there are 39 pages at the moment. It will be 50 soon. There are 39 pages of ways to teach you, and there's a lot of methods. So if you guys haven't seen the previous 2-part of the video, definitely have a look, because I won't be going back on the tips, I'll be going with additional tips. And we'll go with the generalized tips, and then we'll go to each of the world to more focus. So the first tip I want to give to you guys is picking the starting card. Which one should you pick? Always pick a Curio, guys, because you can pick some incredibly strong Curio at the start of the game. And what I like to pick is a golden coin. This provides 6% additional fragments each time you win. And this is actually really good, because we'll be getting a lot of fragments, and this fragment equals damage. Because if you look at the Rope of Beauty, for each 100 fragment you have, you deal 16% additional damage. So sometimes I end up with like 900, and this is close to like, 160% more damage. Now the second thing I want to highlight is, if you do start the game and also find this particular omniscient capsule that allows you to destroy more destroyable items, this is actually not bad, because the more you destroy, the more damage you get, the more fragments you get. So over here, combining with this Curio, which provides us with 3% increased damage per item destroyed, this can stack up to a lot of damage. And in some of my replays, you get to see me using this particular Curio to a lot of effectiveness. Now, one of the ways to get more fragments in the Curio and also events is to play the AHA stuffed toy. So if you play the toy, I recommend pet once and then hit it for about 150 to 400 frags. And I guess you can go the other way around, but this way I found this to be the most effective to get more fragments. Now, as we keep going, just as some general reminders, if you're picking between legendary or the 3-star blessings, make sure you consider rerolling it once, because sometimes you can get some really good ones. And over here, going through more generalized tips, you always want to get the space-time prison, because this means you have one add-on for all your characters. And over here, I also recommend providing yourself with a little bit of breaking, so the perk lot mentality is also really good. So I'm just trying to highlight a few things. Now, because we have covered a lot of the other parts of the Curios and also blessings and also combinations, I want to add a little bit, but I don't want to go too much. So we go all over to the second part and I'll explain each of the world to you guys how to clear those. Now, if you guys haven't subscribed, it is a really good time to do so, because I'll be covering tons of free Jade guides, new events, official updates, and also free-to-play tips and also tricks to Hong Kong Star Rail. And make sure you turn on the notification, guys, because some of the events and also some of the updates may be time limited and with a limited number of giveaways. Like in this particular guide, only 2,000 players can get the lucky giveaway for 3,000 Jades. So make sure you subscribe and also turn the notification on. And if you look over here, a lot of you haven't turned it on. We have over 80% people who haven't turned it on. So make sure you turn it on for the latest news and also all the freebies with Hong Kong Star Rail. Now, coming over to our second part, the first world we'll look at is to auto clear with free-to-play account World 4. And the World 4 boss, a little spoiler alert, it's going to be the robot for clear. I'm sure you guys have seen this. So what I recommend is, upon unlocking this world, firstly you enter the world, then you unlock a new blessing right away. So this new blessing category is the Infinity. This is the damage over time blessing. Now, what I realized the best way to do this is, if you leave the fight, if you leave this round and then you come out of the world and then start a new world, we can then pick the new blessings pathway and restart the round with a new damage over time pathway. This pathway is incredibly good for the final boss. Because if you look over here, I'm debuffing Savok with Suspicion. Suspicion allows me to increase damage over time by 1% up to 99 times multiplied, and this cannot be removed. So what that means is, we'll be dealing damage to the boss, and even when the boss changes phases, he will still be under this debuff. And if you guys look at some of the replays, you can see the boss is actually down to 99% debuff, and this means you overwhelming damage over time. And even if your characters don't deal damage over time, it is okay, because this pathway will do a lot of damage over time. So you can see the boss is debuffed by damage over time, even if my characters don't do that. And this is actually really good, because all you have to do is to get your characters a little tankier, and then you'll be focused on the boss, debuffing the boss, and killing the boss with the damage over time. Now, in the later phases of the boss will also attempt to capture one of our allies, and also summon robotic arms. I do recommend destroying those robotic arms if you're having trouble autoing the boss, and you can manually destroy the robotic arms, and that will free one of your characters, as you can see over here. And finally, of course, you gotta see the boss is like fully stacked by the debuffs we have. And having a healer like Natasha and also Balu is really good for the build. And we'll be picking a few of the blessings to keep our team surviving. As long as you survive the boss, you will do enough damage with a pathway alone. And this is really good. So what I'll do is, I'll attach my entire replay to you guys, and you get to see how I fought the boss. I also paused to show you what the boss mechanics are, and also you get to see what blessings and also what of the choices of Curios I have. So here I'll show you everything, what I picked for this particular boss. This is my first clear, and this is how you can clear auto with World 4. Now, briefly talk about the choices of blessings I picked for the World 4 boss clear. So you can see here, I went with both of those pathways. The first one providing us with additional damage over time, the second one with increased chance of status and also duration. Now, one thing I do want to highlight is we also get passes regenerate energy as we go with one of the legendary perks. And as we keep going a little further, I think there's one really important legendary I want to show you guys. So here I picked a few of the damage over time. So all the damage over time blessings is really good for this one. And I was picking them basically for my, I was actually picking them for my unlocking of my extra stellar Jade, because I was unlocking them. So over here, some of the 3-star Infinity blessings I really want to highlight is going to be this one. This means when enemy receive damage over time, they will be added 1 stack of Suspicion, which increase the damage taken up to 99 times. And the enhancement allowed this particular passive allows this one Suspicion does not get reduced. So you really want to enhance this one. After that, we'll provide additional damage over time, and over here we'll be building on Suspicion. Notice that Suspicion on enemy stacks also reduce the attack up to 30%, and this is actually really good against the boss.
Burn away.
Adjusting calculation, executing annihilation.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time.
Calculating result. Initiating.
Leave it.
You won't get away.
Rebooting. Power amplification.
I'm okay. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
You won't get away.
Executing operation. Value exceeds threshold.
They're not going anywhere!
Purge initiated. Initiating.
Nap time.
Dodge this!
Calculating result. Analysis complete.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Protocol terminated.
Rise, Phoenix! Dodge this!
Push forward. Executing annihilation. Hide this individual. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time.
Executing operation. Value exceeds threshold. Reinforcing. Purge initiated.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Module overload. Calculating result. Analysis complete. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Push forward. Executing annihilation.
Hands hurt? Rise, Phoenix!
One step closer to the stars.
Now coming over to a focus guide to auto clear World 5. So similar to World 4, you want to start this one, unlock the blessing, and then pick the new healing pathway. Now why would you pick the healing pathway right away? It seems a little bizarre, right? But it's actually really good. If you have a look at my character's HP, my healers have over 3400 HP because the healing pathway provides you with bonus HP, and this also scales with healers that deals more healing. And this is actually incredibly good, because you are basically outlasting the boss and dealing damage and killing the boss slowly. Now there is one mechanics with the boss, is that Kafka will get mad and she will get increased stacks of damage as the longer the fight goes. So over here what you can see is Kafka with 15 stacks of damage boost. Each stack provides her with 2%, so she sounds like 30% damage boost. But that is okay, she had trouble killing my team, and that means I can kill her 3 times before she even kills anyone. And the build is so straightforward, there's not much to talk about. I'll show you guys my entire replay again. So over here you can see me fighting Kafka and how I brought her really low. She actually have a big difficult time to kill my enemies. Oh no, she had big difficulty to kill my allies. So notice that my character's just not dying. And what I want to show you is what I picked at the end of the video. I'll show you guys my build, what I picked for this particular build, and what my relics are very basic. They don't have any legendaries. I just want to show you guys this is doable free to play, and all the blessings and also curios I picked. So you got to see the replay next, and I think it's so straightforward. I don't have to say much. Other than that, you just want to be a little tanky. You want to pick off the path of abundance that provides you with more HP and also removes debuffs, and that's the most focus. Now as for the blessings for World 5, as you guys can see through, there isn't anything that really stands out, so I just picked a lot of random ones. Most of the time I was just unlocking the blessings for additional stellar Jade. And you can see just a lot of healing, equivalent to HP. When healing provided you get defense, you get a bit of speed when you get healed. So everything related to healing, we want those. And we got a little bit of speed. Now, I don't think there's anything too special. Maybe one of this one will be special because this one is when HP goes below 50%, we get 16 extra stacks of fighting spirit that provided with additional attack and also defense. But they're not too special. All we have to do is provide enough healing against Kafka. And of course, when you see the replay, you got to see that we do pretty well. So for the course of the entire replay, Kafka, even with her 20 stacks over here, you can see that she does not do enough damage to this build. So auto play free to play, right? So really happy to share this build with you guys, and you definitely want to try it out to clear World 5 free to play auto. Now finally, we'll briefly talk about autoing for World 6 to farm for your elites and also to get your relics for the 5-star relics. Well, this is quite simple. You pick a few blessings, you pick a few Curios, you fight elite monsters. And in order to help you guys auto the elites, I have a particular replay over here to show you how to auto the elites. And it's pretty straightforward. The elites will summon ads. As long as you kill the monsters before the elite takes them, the elite will actually get a debuff to themselves. And this actually allows you to benefit a lot. So you can see that when the Elite Shadow Worker tries to devour a target, one of his allies, if there's no allies on the field, he will get reduced defense by 50%. And as you see in the replays, if you time this correctly and you break him on time, you just pretty much finish him in 1 or 2 breaks. So this idea is quite straightforward, and in doing so, you'll be able to auto farm World 6. Now keep in mind guys, I have not cleared the boss auto on World 6. I'm just trying to make this guy before this, and I'll try to clear the boss for you guys and make a new guy for this as well. So over here I'll provide you guys with a replay of me autoing World 6 with elites. Now in case you guys are wondering as you look at my replays, why am I so weak with free to play, right? It's because I did not select my free 5-star weapon from Header Store. Now one of the reasons I'm doing this is I want to wait for my decision which of the banner I want to summon. I'll make a video about this one, and then when I know the banner I want to summon, I want to see the 5-star characters and which of the weapon will be used for those characters. So I'm waiting for my, for my characters, and then once I have the new character, because I only have 2 characters, and none of those characters can use the 5-star weapon from the Header Store. I'm waiting to decide which new characters I want, and also then I decide the weapon.
You won't get away. You won't get away. Let's make a sneak attack.
Stay.
Nap time. You won't get away.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nap time.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time. won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Nap time.
Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.